Quinnen Williams, you stupid idiot. If you don't trust the Jets organization by now, you're never going to trust them. And my second statement is that's a broad hint that he wants to leave after his fifth year. And I'll leave it there.
What really are we doing? The fact of the matter is that Rich Samini, I can almost guarantee you, knows nothing about contract negotiations. Who would tell that moron anything anyway? Dick Samini. Please allow me to calm down just a moment and not express my frustration with this stupid ass commentary that we're getting from this. Quinnen Williams, probably all of the crying face emojis and all of that he deleted, he's justified in doing that. If I want to be realistic about my expectations on a contract anyway, why would we think that Joe Douglas would pay $20 million to a guy that's going to play 40 snaps? Why does anybody believe that that's rational value for that type of guy? Quinnen Williams, he'd have to play 40 snaps and get 15 sacks. That's just my point of view on that. I don't believe that those numbers are anywhere within the realm of expectation as of right now. Nor do I believe that Dick Samini has any idea what the hell it is that he's talking about anyway. Just because while he's been down on the beat for as long as he has, I think the cat is jaded. I mean, some of his articles are just trash anyway. I really have very little respect for what it is that he brings to the table, other than his tenure at this point, and that kind of gives him license to be able to tweet stupid shit like that. Excuse me, pardon me, stupid stuff like that because of his position. And there's a lot of people out there that follow along with that and eat it up. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely an asinine conversation to have, as well as I think that Quinnen Williams' response is justified. I think the reason why he would pull down that type of tweet is because it actually allows people to continue the conversation. We're talking about it right now. Why? It's not even something that should be part of our discussion right now, because the fact of the matter is that Quinnen Williams is basically playing for his contract this season. Throwing out a number now is premature. We know Joe Douglas hasn't played in games. What are we doing? Come on, man. Let's be better, please.
Look, as far as the Quinnen Williams contract situation, Kevin, Brian, you guys have heard me say this a couple of different times on this show.
Here go the glasses.
You guys have heard me say contract negotiations between player and organization, when they are hashed out or they are exposed in social media, do not end well.
Nope.
Go and take a look at the Jamal Adams contract situation, right? What did this guy do for 3 months? Completely scorched earth on the New York Jets organization. Started talking that his representation jumped out. They couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, they couldn't do the other thing. Nobody's talked to us about any contract demands. Nobody's talked to us about any contract fees. Needs to stay behind closed doors. For Rich Samini to speculate that a contract could look somewhere within the range of 17 to 20 million, he's entitled to his opinion, he's entitled to his speculation. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's correct. He's a reporter, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but here's the thing. Samini, who's been around this business for a long time, he's been around the team for a long time, understands one thing. Understands how the Jets, as far as financials are concerned, operate. And what has happened with the New York Jets in years past? We have been notoriously cheap in signing players, okay? Which is the reason why players end up leaving us to go someplace else for our own homegrown talent. So now, as far as Quinnen Williams is concerned, the Jets are picking up a fifth-year option. I fully expect that the New York Jets and Quinnen Williams will get a deal done at some point before the end of this season. And I think for anyone to throw gasoline on this fire right now is pretty stupid, because you got another 5+ weeks, all right, actually maybe less than that, roughly about 5 weeks, before the opening of training camp. And then once we start getting into the month of August, we're going to start with preseason games. This is something that does not need to be front and center right now. Maybe it is because of the dead period. There's no OTAs and mini camps and other bullshit for them to cover right now. So they got to have something to put out there for clicks. To me, this is much ado about nothing. The Jets and Quinnen Williams will get a deal done, and if they don't, then they don't.